Have you ever flipped through one of those glossy nursing home brochures, picturing yourself or maybe your mom or dad sipping sweet tea on a rocking chair, surrounded by friendly faces and caregivers who treat you like family? That's the dream they sell you, right? Well, let me pull you out of that daydream for a minute. My name's Linda, and 2 years ago, I packed up my little house in Dayton, Ohio, and moved into Maple Grove Senior Living, thinking I'd found the perfect spot for my golden years. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. If you or someone you love is even thinking about a nursing home, you need to hear what I wish someone had told me before I signed that lease dot in this article. I'm spilling the beans on 7 hard truths about nursing. Home life that hit me like a ton of bricks, truths that turned my cozy retirement fantasy into a regret I can't shake. From losing the freedom to brew my morning Folgers the way I like it to watching my hard-earned savings disappear faster than apple pie at a 4th of July picnic. These lessons could save you from the same mess I'm in. Whether you're a senior, like me, scoping out options, or a worried kid like my daughter, Sarah, trying to plan for your parents, this isn't just my story. It's your wake-up call to look beyond the smiles and promises. Want to keep your golden years truly golden and avoid the pitfalls I fell into? Subscribe to Senior Health for more no-nonsense insights like this. Hit that like button and drop a comment below. Tell me, have you ever wondered what nursing homes might be hiding? Let's dig in together. So why did I end up regretting my move into Maple Grove Senior Living? It's not like I woke up one day and thought, hey, let's ruin retirement. No, it's a slow burn, a mix of shiny lies I bought into, pressures I didn't push back against, and traps I never saw coming. If you're considering a nursing home for yourself or someone you love, you need to know what's really behind that regret. Let's break it down piece by piece so you can see the full picture and maybe dodge the bullet ID and single quotes T.common misconceptions about nursing homes. When I first toured Maple Grove, the place sparkled. The receptionist handed me a brochure with photos of smiling seniors playing cards, a nurse pushing a wheelchair with a grin, and a dining room that looked straight out of a Cracker Barrel ad. They promised personalized care and a vibrant community, words that hooked me right away. I'd seen those TV commercials, the ones, with soft piano music and gray-haired folks laughing over bingo. I thought, this is it. I'll have help when I need it, friends to chat with, maybe even a slice of apple pie on Sundays. But here's the kicker. It's mostly smoke and mirrors. A 2023 Harpy Serve found that 60% of seniors feel misled about what nursing homes actually deliver. I sure did. I pictured a nurse popping in every hour to check my arthritis meds or help me to the bathroom. Instead, I've waited 45 minutes just to get my walker adjusted because the staff stretched thin. That vibrant community? More like a weekly bingo game, if the aide's not too busy mopping floors to set it up. The food? Forget homemade pie. It's instant mashed potatoes and overcooked green beans 9 days out of 10. Those misconceptions aren't just disappointing. They're why I started regretting this move the minute I unpacked my suitcase. Factors contributing to regret. Let's talk about the big one. Losing my independence. Back in Dayton, I had my routine down pat. I'd wake up at 7 a.m, brew a pot of Folgers Black, no sugar, and sit on my porch with the Columbus Dispatch. If I wanted oatmeal, I'd make it with a sprinkle of cinnamon. At Maple Grove, breakfast's at 6:30 a sharp cold. Oatmeal or rubbery eggs, no negotiation. Bedtime's 9 p.m., even if I'm itching to catch Jeopardy. I used to decide when to water my roses or call Sarah. Now, my day's a script I didn't write. That loss of control isn't just annoying, it's soul-crushing. Then there's the money. I sold my house for $200,000, figuring it'd cover Maple Grove's $7,500 monthly base rate for years. Wrong. The bills crept up fast. $250 for someone to sort my pills. $150 for laundry. $400 extra for a room with a window instead of a wall staring back at me. The National Institute on Aging says the average nursing home stay costs $90,000 a year, but mine's closer to $108,000 with all the optional add-ons that aren't optional when you're 78 and need help. My savings 40 years of overtime at a GM factory dropped by $60,000 in less than 2 years. I'm on Medicaid now, but the paperwork's a nightmare, and I've got nothing left for emergencies. Age and timing play a role too. At 78, I thought I was old enough to need this after my arthritis got bad. But my neighbor Tom, he's 65, moved in after a minor fall because his kids freaked out. He's miserable, wishing he'd stayed in his Cleveland apartment. Society tells us there's a magic age where nursing homes make sense, but it's a lie. Genetics mess with you too. My mom lived to 92, cooking her own pot roast till the end. I assumed I'd decline faster, but maybe I didn't have to. Rushing into this decision, or being rush plants, the seeds for regret before you even settle in. Emotional and physical tolls. Emotional hit came out of nowhere. I thought I'd be swapping stories over coffee, maybe making a friend like my old book club gals. Instead, I'm lonely in a crowd. Half the residents here have dementia. They mumble or stare through you. The other half stick to their rooms, too tired or shy to mingle. A 2024 study from the American Geriatric Society says 40% of nursing home residents report loneliness, even with people all around. I've sat at my tray for hours, missing my chats with Sarah or my neighbor Mrs. Jenkins. Last week, I tried talking to a lady at lunch. She just nodded and picked at her Jell-O. It's not a community, it's a waiting room. Physically, I'm falling apart faster than I should. At home, I'd walk to the mailbox 200 steps round trip or stir a pot of chili on the stove. It kept my legs moving, my hands busy. Here, I'm a couch potato by force. Physical therapy's supposed to happen twice a week, but it's canceled half the time because the therapist's out sick or overbooked. Meals are carb-heavy, think instant mashed potatoes and white rolls every day. My arthritis is stiffer. My energy's gone, and I've gained 15 pounds. A 2023 JAMA report says nursing home residents declined 35% faster than those living independently, and I feel every bit of that stat. Understaffing makes it worse. My bed sores got infected once because no one changed the dressing for 3 days. That's not care. It's neglect wearing a smile. Societal pressures. Why did I even move in? Guilt and fear, mostly. Sarah's a single mom with a full-time job at Kroger. After my arthritis flared up, she started worrying she couldn't handle me. "Mom, I can't be there 24/7, she'd say, eyes teary. I felt like a burden, and friends didn't help. Mrs. Jenkins told me, "Linda, it's time. Don't make Sarah choose between you and her kids." Society's got this script. When you hit a certain age or stumble a little, nursing homes are the responsible fix. Those ads on TV. Give your family peace of mind. Hammer it home. But peace for who? Not me. The numbers back this up. The U.S. Census Bureau says 70% of folks over 65 will need some kind of long-term care, but only 20% actually thrive in nursing homes. A 2022 Washington Post article found 1 in 4 regret the move within 12 months. Folks like me who bought the hype. My cousin Ed fought the pressure. He hired a part-time aide and stayed in his Pittsburgh condo. I wish I'd done the same. Instead, I let guilt and knows it's time. Whispers push me into a choice that's left me hollow. The bigger picture regret doesn't just happen. It's brewed from a toxic mix of false promises and real problems. Nursing homes bank on our trust. Those brochures don't mention staffing shortages. 80% of U.S. homes are understaffed. Per a 2024 U.S. Today report, or how profit trumps care. Management here cuts corners, fewer aides, cheaper food too. Pad the bottom line. And us? We're too busy denying we're that old to question it. I didn't ask Sarah to install grab bars or look into home health aides. I just assumed this was my next chapter. Big mistake. Asterisk. It's not all doom. Some folks do okay in nursing homes. But for me, and thousands like me, regret comes from expecting a safety net and getting a tightrope instead. The misconceptions lure you in, the costs and losses keep you stuck, and the emotional and physical tolls seal the deal. Knowing these causes isn't just me venting. It's your chance to see the warning signs I missed. Because once you're in, it's a whole lot harder to get out. Specific list. 7. Hard truth you must know is where the rubber meets the road. The 7 hard truths. I've lived since moving into Maple Grove Senior Living. These aren't just gripes. They're the realities that turn my retirement dream into a wake-up call I can't ignore. If you're thinking about a nursing home for yourself or someone you love, pay attention. Each truth comes with the raw details, the why behind it, and the red flags to watch for. 1. Loss of personal freedom. Back in Dayton, my mornings were mine. I'd wake up at 7 a.m., brew a pot of Maxwell House Black, no fuss, and settle onto my porch with a crossword puzzle. If I felt like bacon, I'd fry some up. At Maple Grove, that freedom's gone. Breakfasts at 6:30 a.m. Saudi toast or runny eggs, no choice. Meds come at 8, bathe us at 10. Lights out at 9 p.m. sharp. I begged to stay up for the Tonight Show last month. Jimmy Fallon's my guilty pleasure, but the aide just shrugged. Rules are rules. It's not a home. It's a timetable. I didn't sign up for a 2022 study from the Journal of Aging Studies found 75% of nursing home residents miscontrolling their own routines. I get it now. Last week, I wanted to knit during quiet hours. I've been making scarves since. Sarah was a kid, but staff said it disrupts the flow. Even little things, like picking my own clothes, are policed. I brought my favorite flannel shirt. They swapped it for a generic gown for safety. It's suffocating. The root? Facilities prioritize efficiency over individuality. 30 residents. One schedule. Staffing shortages mean no wiggle room. They can't cater to whims like mine. If you're someone who cherishes deciding when to eat, sleep, or just sit with a cup of coffee, this hits hard. Before you commit, ask, can I set my own pace? Tour during meals or bedtime, see how rigid it feels. Freedom's the first thing you lose, and once it's gone, you don't get it back. 2. Hidden costs that drain savings. Maple Grove's brochure quoted $7,000 a month steep, but I'd sold my house for $200,000, so I figured I was set. Then the real bills landed. It's $200 extra for someone to sort my arthritis pills, $150 for laundry, $350 for a room with a window instead of a cinder block view. My savings, 40 years of sweat at a GM plant, shrank by $60,000 in 20 months. The Kaiser Family Foundation says 1 in 3 nursing home residents exhaust their funds within 2 years. I'm living that stat, scrambling through Medicaid forms now, with no cushion left for emergencies. It's not just me. My friend Joan's brother paid $12,000 monthly at a luxury home in Tampa. Same story. Bigger hole. Why? Nursing homes nickel and dime you. Base rates cover a bed and basic meals, but extras like therapy, meds, or a decent chair are optional when you're 78 and wobbly. A 2023 Consumer Reports Expose found 60% of facilities hide fees until you're locked in. At Maple Grove, they didn't mention the $100 activity fee until I asked why bingo wasn't free. Profits the driver corporate owner squeeze. Residents to pad margins. Before you sign, demand the full cost breakdown, every fee, every optional service. Check reviews on Yelp or Medicare's site. Others spill the beans on hidden hits. If your nest egg's your lifeline, this truth can break you faster than a Black Friday stampede at Walmart. Point 3. Inconsistent quality of care fell last month, tripped over my walker. Hit the floor hard. Pressed my call button and waited 50 minutes. For an aide, she apologized. I've got 16 rooms tonight. Maple Grove's got a 3-star Medicare rating, decent, I thought, but even good homes falter. A 2024 New York Times investigation found 70% of U.S. nursing homes are understaffed. Here, it's 1 aide to 12 residents. The American Healthcare Association recommends 1 to 5 for proper care. My physical therapy skipped half the time therapists out, or too busy. Bed sores got infected once because wound dressings sat unchanged for days. Why is it so patchy? Low pay $15 an hour here means high turnover. A nurse told me. She's leaving next month. She's burned out. Management cuts corners. 2 fewer staff equals more profit. A 2022 Health Affairs study says understaffing doubles neglect risks. My aching hips prove it. I've seen aides rush past crying residents because they can't stop. It's not their fault. They're drowning. Meanwhile, I'm weaker, not stronger, despite promises of top-notch care. Tour unannounced peek at staff ratios. Ask how many aides work nights. If they dodge or the halls feel frantic, run. Quality's a gamble, and when it's bad, you pay with your health.*4. Social isolation, despite being surrounded, pictured. Bingo nights and coffee chats, maybe a friend to trade grandkid stories with. Reality? I eat alone. Half the residents have dementia, blank stares, or mumbled words. The other half hide in their rooms, too shy or worn out to mingle. My friend Mary stopped talking after her bunkmate passed. She just watches TV now. A Harvard study says nursing home isolation doubles depression risk. I feel that weight daily. Last week, I tried chatting at bingo. The lady next to me nodded blankly, then left. Activities are thin, 1 movie night a month if we're lucky. Why is it so lonely? Dementia's rampant. 50% of residents, per the Alzheimer's Association, and staff can't bridge that gap. Overworked aides don't have time to play matchmaker, and the community vibe's a myth when everyone's in survival mode. I miss my Dayton book club, 6 of us dissecting The Notebook over pie. Here, it's silence or beeps. If you thrive on connection, this stings. Visit during social hours, see if folks talk or just sit. Crowds don't mean companionship. They can mask a deeper void. 5. Decline in physical health at home. I'd walk to Kroger half a mile round trip or chop onions for stew. It kept my legs limber, my hands busy. At Maple Grove, I'm a statue. Therapy's supposed to be twice weekly, but it's spotty canceled if the therapist's swamped. Meals are starch bombs, instant potatoes, white rolls, canned peas. My arthritis stiffened. I've gained 20 pounds. The American Heart Association says nursing home inactivity boosts fall risk by 30%. My balance is shot. A 2023 Health Affairs study found residents lose muscle 40% faster than independent seniors. I begged for a treadmill. They promised a walking group that never happened. Why the decline? Understaffing kills exercise plans. Therapists juggle 20 patients. Foods. Cheap profit over nutrition. I'm weaker now, not better. Ask about exercise programs and menus without movement. Your body crumbles fast. 6. Emotional strain and depression. Me first month. I cried every night, missing my cat Daisy, my rose bushes, the squeak of my porch swing. Beige walls, constant beeps, and strangers shuffling past grind me down. A 2023 Mental Health America report says 50% of residents battle depression. I'm on Zoloft, but it's a patch, not a fix. I overheard an aide sigh. They all get sad eventually. Losing my home's memories. Thanksgiving turkey, grandkids. Giggles haunts me. Last week, I stared at a photo of Sarah's wedding. It's all I've got left on. Why so bleak? Loss of identity, home, pets, purpose hits hard. Staff can't counsel. They're too busy. If mental health's your anchor, this strain's brutal. Stay a day during a visit, feel the mood. It's not just sadness. It's a slow fade. 7. Lack of control over daily life. Shower when I want? Nope. Tuesday's bath day. Sarah brought me a quilt. Staff tossed it for hygiene rules. I can't hang a picture without permission. A 2021 gerontologist. Study says autonomy loss triples stress. I'm a guest, not a resident. Last week, I asked for chicken instead of fish. The cook snapped. Menus fixed. Controls gone, meals, decor, everything. Why? Rules prioritize order over comfort. Staff enforce, not bend. Drop by unannounced, see who calls the shots. If you hate being told what to do, this chafes raw. When to act. Spot gruff staff, rigid rules, or silent halls. Reconsider. These truths aren't every home, but they're common enough to demand caution. I've laid out the 7 hard truths that turn my nursing home move into a regret I can't undo. But here's the good news. You don't have to follow in my footsteps. Whether you're planning for yourself or helping a loved one like my daughter Sarah tried to do for me, there are ways to sidestep the traps I fell into. From exploring alternatives to building habits that keep you strong, these steps can help you stay in control of your golden years. Let's dive into what you can do right now to avoid my mistakes and build a healthier, happier future. Explore alternatives to nursing home. Messy. Wish I'd known there were options beyond Maple Grove. Take my cousin. He's 82, still living in his Pittsburgh condo with a part-time nurse who comes 3 days a week at $25 an hour. That's $300 a week, peanuts, compared to my $9,000 monthly bill. He gets help with meds and bathing, but still grills burgers on his patio when he feels like it. Then there's assisted living. Think private apartments with optional care, less rigid than nursing homes. My friend Joan's sister moved into one in Florida. She's got her own kitchen and joins activities when she wants, not when she's told. It's $4,000 a month, half my cost, and she's thriving. The National Council on Aging says 60% of seniors prefer aging in place with support, and Medicare often covers some home health services. Check your eligibility online or call their hotline. Even adult daycares a win, around $80 a day for meals, activities, and care while you're at work. I could have stayed in Dayton with a mix of these instead of jumping to Maple Grove. Research these options. Talk to your doctor. Google local providers or hit up AGRP's resource page. Your wallet and your spirit will thank you. Vet nursing homes thoroughly. If a nursing home's still on the table, don't sign blind like I did. Tour multiple places, drop in unannounced at odd hours, like 7 a.m. or 9 p.m. at Maple Grove. I visited during a staged open house, smiles, and cookies everywhere. Real life, chaos and grumbles. Ask hard questions. What's the staff to resident ratio? Here, it's 1:12. Experts say 1:5 is safer. Can you customize meals or skip bingo? What's the full cost base rate plus every extra? Maple Grove hid $1,000 in fees until I was locked in meds. Laundry, a better chair. Read reviews. Yelp flagged Maple Grove's staffing woes. I ignored it. Medicare's nursing home, compare tool rates, facilities. Look at staffing. Complaints, health scores, bring a notepad. Vague answers like, we'll figure it out, mean trouble. ARP's checklist is gold. Asks about turnover, emergency plans, resident input. I wish I grilled him harder. You should. One bad answer, and walk away. There's always another option. Daily habits to maintain independence and healthy. Could have delayed this move if I'd stayed active and healthy longer. Start walking 30 minutes daily. Cuts fall risk by 25%, my doc says. I used to stroll to the mailbox. Now my legs ache from sitting. Eat smart. Stock up on lean proteins like turkey or beans and greens like spinach or kale. At home, I'd bake chicken. Here, it's carbs 24/7. My arthritis hates it. Stretch before bed 5 minutes, keeps joints loose. Lift light weights. Canned soup works if you don't have dumbbells. A 2022 Lancet study says active seniors delay care needs by 5 years. Join a senior center. Dayton's had free yoga. It's balance gold. I skipped it, thinking I'd rest in my 70s. Big mistake. Hydrate 8 glasses daily, keeps energy up. I'm parched here with no kitchen access. Small stuff adds up. Shovel your walk carefully, climb stairs, garden. I miss my roses. They kept me moving. Start today. Every step pushes nursing homes further off your horizon. Build a long-term, healthy lifestyle with family support. Independence isn't solo, it takes a team. Sarah could have helped me stay home with grab bars. $50 at Home Depot or a part-time aide at $20 an hour. Instead, she panicked after my arthritis flared, and I let guilt drive me here. Families, talk it out, don't assume a facility's the fix. My friend Sue's kids split duty. She's 85, still in her Cincinnati bungalow with weekly visits and an aide twice a week. The Alzheimer's Association has caregiving guides. ARP's preppers did it for announce. Could maps home support. Sarah's learning now wishes she'd researched aids or ramps. Long-term, build a rhythm. Cook together. Sarah's meatloaf beats Maple Grove slop. Walk as a family. Parks like Ohio's Hocking Hills are free and fun. Plan finances. Set aside $500 monthly for future help instead of blowing $100,000 like I did. Stay social host. Game nights. My book club kept me sharp. I could have thrived with this. You can too. Rally your crew spouse, kids, neighbors, and make it a lifestyle, not a chore. Putting it all together. Start now. Google home care near me, tour facilities. With a skeptic's eye, walk to the corner store. Call your family for a powwow. I didn't sold my house, trusted the hype, sat still too long. Regrets my penalty. It doesn't have to be yours. Mix these steps. Try and aid 3 days a week. Hit 10,000 steps daily. Budget for grab bars. Test run assisted living brochures. Against nursing home ones, see which fits. You've got power here, use it. I'm stuck, but you're not. Take these tools, tweak them for your life, and keep your golden years used. 2 years ago, I traded my cozy Dayton bungalow for a sterile room at Maple Grove Senior Living, and I've been kicking myself ever since. Those 7 hard truths I've shared, they're not just my story, they're the reality I wish I'd seen coming. Losing the freedom to brew my morning Folgers or knit when I please. Watching my savings vanish faster than a pumpkin spice latte in October. Enduring spotty care that left me weaker, not stronger. Feeling lonelier in a crowd than I ever did. Alone, seeing my health slip with every carb-loaded tray. Battling depression in a sea of beige walls. And surrendering control over the littlest parts of my day. It all adds up to one big regret. I sold my house, spent $60,000, and lost pieces. Of myself, I can't get back. But you've still got a shot to do this right. Here's what it boils down to. Nursing homes aren't the golden ticket those glossy brochures promise. Sure, some folks manage okay, but for me and thousands like me, they're a trap dressed up as a solution. I fell for the hype, let guilt and fear push me, and didn't ask the hard questions. You don't have to. You've got the tools now. Explore home care like my cousin Ed. Grill facilities like a detective. Walk 30 minutes a day like I should have kept doing. Rally your family like Sue's kids did for her. Your golden years should be about sipping coffee on your porch, not staring at a cinder block wall on someone else's clock. I can't rewind my choice, but you can steer yours. Take this to heart. Start today. Google home health aids near me while you're sipping your next cup of Maxwell House. Lace up your sneakers and hit the sidewalk. Your legs will thank you. Call your kids or your parents. Crack open a beer or a Coke and talk options. Grab bars, part-time help, anything but a rushed leap like mine. Share this with your neighbor over the fence, your sister at Sunday dinner, your buddy at the VF. Spread the word so no one else stumbles into my mess. These truths aren't just warnings. They're your chance to keep your independence, your cash, and your smile intact. Don't let regret define your later years. Make them shine instead. I'm stuck at Maple Grove, counting the days and missing my roses, but you're not. You've got the power to say no to the hype, to build a life that's still yours, not some facilities. Apply these lessons, test the waters. Move your body, lean on your people, and watch how far they carry you. My story's a caution sign. Let it guide you to something better. Your future's not set in stone. Grab it, shape it. Live it. Love this unfiltered look at nursing home life? Subscribe to Senior Health for more straight-up advice to keep you or your loved ones thriving, not just surviving. Hit that like button. It's free and means the world. Drop a comment below. What's your biggest worry about nursing homes? Or maybe a trick you found to stay independent? Let's keep this real conversation rolling. Share this with someone you care about, your mom, your uncle, your best friend, and let's build a community that's ready for whatever comes next. Together, we can make sure our golden years stay golden.